First look at the forecast, so let's check in with meteorologist Ross Hull. Hey, Ross.
Hi, Mark. Certainly a cooler day around southern Ontario and the GTA. Some scattered showers, more organized bands of rain farther north towards the shores of Georgian Bay and Lake Huron. And eastern Ontario saw some heavier rain earlier today. You can see here on the pinpoint radar some of the showers through portions of midwestern and southwestern Ontario, Bracebridge, Gravenhurst. We've seen some showers around Parry Sound. And scattered showers far easy northwesterly winds, which have gusted to near 50 kilometers per hour. Still going to be breezy this evening, a bit of a lull overnight, and then we'll get into another breezy day by tomorrow afternoon. The other story, the big drop in temperatures. Well below average. We should still be into the 20s as a daytime high. Nowhere near that today. And you can see we're into the single digits farther north into Ontario. As we take a look at a wider perspective, you can see this low pressure system that's spinning in place. And for tonight, we're looking at temperatures dropping down to the single digits, high single digits, low double digits around Toronto with some scattered showers. There is some warmer weather in the forecast. I'll show you when that arrives. We'll talk about the second half of the weekend just ahead. Mark.
All right, thanks so much, Ross. It's another gold medal for a rare occasional treat for us today with Ross Hull on the desk on the weekend. Good to see you, Ross.
It's good to be here with you, Mark.
Excellent. And these are the weekends that I actually am happy that I work weekends because I know weather-wise I'm not missing much.
Yeah, and if I chose one Saturday to come and visit you,
there you go.
The weather conditions not ideal, but always great to be here in studio with you. As to what you can expect tomorrow, let's take a look at your hour by hour for Sunday. Well, baby steps, but it will be a little warmer tomorrow, closer to the high teens, perhaps the low 20s as a daytime high. Still holding on to some cloud cover, especially as we move through the afternoon, and breezy west-northwest winds once again, which could gust up to near, 30, 40, 50 kilometers per hour. So something to keep in mind. The showers that we could see tomorrow won't be widespread. They will be scattered in nature. And I have to say, we do have, if you're missing the summer weather already, don't worry. You'll have to see the long-range forecast. And, well, part of what's going to allow for that warmth is what's happening to our west, what we say upstream in meteorology, because this warmth across the prairies will eventually make its way towards the Great Lakes and farther east. Right now, we're under a trough of low pressure, so a dip in the jet stream and certainly some showers around the area, not all the time around the GTA, but scattered in nature. See the upper level ridge towards the west. Eventually, we'll get into that pattern, but first, we have to get through this weather system, and you can see the spin of low pressure over northern sections of Ontario and Quebec. And yes, some showers still streaming across southwestern Ontario, off of Georgian Bay, portions of eastern Ontario. Not expecting anything overly heavy. And just a sign of how cool it is, well, we've got frost advisories into parts of northwestern Ontario, or at least north of Lake Superior here. So the risk of temperatures dropping to near the freezing mark overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. Okay, so as we head through the overnight, the better organized rainfall will be farther north into Ontario, possibly even a bit of wet snow. Just said the S word. This is north of Sudbury and North Bay. And tomorrow afternoon, a few scattered showers possible around Toronto, southern Ontario, and through eastern Ontario. And there will be some cloud cover, breezy northwesterly winds. Now, we do have the potential for more wet weather on Monday morning as this boundary slides across the GTHA, parts of eastern Ontario. Could get into some heavy bands of rain. That will clear, and then we set up for a prolonged stretch of dry and warm weather. So tomorrow, yes, it will be warmer than it was today. We're starting to reach the high teens around the GTA, and you can see that across the Golden Horseshoe in terms of the forecast highs. Looking at the next 3 days, that morning shower chance on Monday. Notice by the afternoon we get up to 22, 24 in the sunshine on Tuesday, and then into the high 20s mid to late next week. And it looks like that pattern will continue with dry weather into the weekend. And that's a look at your forecast.
Anyone looking for a shot of a COVID-19 vaccine, maybe look at the forecast, so let's check in with meteorologist Ross Hull. Hey, Ross.
Hi, Mark. A taste of fall today. Cool conditions as compared to what we experienced last week. Spin of low pressure ushering in some cooler air. Lake effect showers off of Georgian Bay and Lake Huron. Even some snow, wet snow. Yes, I've said the S word over northeastern sections of Ontario where Highway 533 and 633 meet up, well northeast of North Bay. Well, we've picked up on some snow in those areas, and you can see still some showers, yes. Lake effect showers through Barrie, Collingwood. We've seen a few scattered showers around the GTHA and eastern Ontario. Not expecting anything heavy if there are any showers this evening. Breezy northwesterly winds, which continue to gust to near 40 kilometers per hour. They will ease a little overnight, then pick up once again tomorrow. And yes, the story has been the temperatures. Single digits farther north into the province, not getting past the mid-teens in other areas, and we should still be close to 20. And you see temperatures have dropped even more since that high temperature. And yes, we still have this spin of low pressure providing well, cool conditions, and that will be the case overnight tonight. We drop down to 9-10 degrees around Toronto, single digits in other areas, even mid-single digits around Peterborough, low double digits as you head farther north into Ontario. But warmer weather is in sight. I'll show you when that arrives in your full forecast just ahead. Mark.
All right, thanks so much, Ross. The CNE. All right, Ross is back with another look at the forecast. Ross, you know summer is truly, I guess, unofficially over. Yeah. When all the orange and yellow and black stuff starts coming out in stores. I'm already seeing those molasses candies that I love out there.
Amazing. We're barely past Labor Day and already Halloween.
Halloween time.
I have no idea what I'm going to dress up as. We've got to work on that.
You always have the best costumes.
Well, we'll see this year. How scary is the forecast as we head into the second half of the weekend? Let's take a look. So another cool start tomorrow, at least temperatures in the high single digits, low double digits, and then we will get up back closer to 20 tomorrow afternoon. Starting off with some sunshine as we did today, and then some clouds will roll in. You still have a northwesterly wind, so these will be affected by the lakes. Georgian Bay and Lake Huron can add some moisture, and basically the cooler air over the warmer lakes can cause some of that cloud cover and the slight chance of a scattered shower, although I don't think it will be a washout tomorrow, not enough to cancel your outdoor plans, but still some breezy west-northwesterly winds, which could gust up to near 50 kilometers per hour. Let's look at temperatures across the country. Hot conditions in Edmonton and Saskatoon and Regina. It's not going to get quite that warm around Ontario, southern Ontario, and the GTA, but we are going to get into some of that warmth as this upcoming week progresses. Certainly not today, though. A cooler one out there, and you can see that reflected in the upper level pattern, a trough in place, trough of low pressure, whereas there is a ridge that is helping to reinforce that warmth farther west. So we did get into some heavier bands of rain as we move through the day today over eastern Ontario. Snow being picked up over northeastern Ontario. It's showers farther south, lake effect showers, in fact, and frost advisories in place as we head farther north into Ontario here tonight. And we've got some rainfall warnings as we move in towards Quebec due to the spin of that low pressure. And you can see some of the heavier bands of rain. With that, possibly some wet snow over northern Ontario. By tomorrow afternoon, a scattered shower around the GTHA, possibly into eastern Ontario, but nothing overly heavy. A few clouds rolling in as well. Now we'll have to watch out Monday as a boundary slides across the GTHA, southern and eastern Ontario. Possibly some heavier rain with some embedded thunderstorms, and that will clear. And then as we move into Monday, well, afternoon and evening and throughout the week, we're looking at much drier and warmer air. Okay, so for tomorrow, little closer to 20 degrees in Toronto. Some areas may actually hit 20. Cooler through eastern Ontario, and then you can see temperatures, depending on where you are, mid to high teens around the Golden Horseshoe. Okay, the longer range forecast, we're looking out for that slight chance of showers tomorrow. Better chance likely on Monday morning, and then we'll dry out by the afternoon. Warming up mid into late next week. Well, we will get up to the high 20s, and that's a look at your forecast.